Therese Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you each into our kitchen on this beautiful evening where we're going to have fun making another seasoning mix. Yes, I realized earlier this evening that I am almost completely out of my Cajun seasoning mix. Now, I make mine different than most people. A lot of people tend to believe that anything Cajun is supposed to be hot and spicy. No, it's not supposed to be hot. Now, some are. I'll have a little bit of spice in this one, heat-wise, but you can omit it. Cajun is more about flavor. Many different spices, not just it being hot. A lot of people have forgotten that old ways, the old traditions of true Cajun seasoning. So let's have some fun making my Cajun seasoning mix. Alright, now, like I said, let's have some fun. Now, if you are allergic to any of this that I am going to use, please omit it from the recipe. Do not make something that's going to make you sick. People should know this by now. You're going to need a blender. You can use a bigger blender, but you're going to need a blender or a coffee grinder. Now, I was raised watching Justin Wilson, so I add the Holy Trinity of seasoning into my Cajun seasoning mix. So, many say, what's the Holy Trinity? Here we go. Now I'm going to add the bigger dried stuff first so I can get that powdered down, and then we'll add the powder. This is beautiful dehydrated celery. And I'm going to want 2 tablespoons. Yes, celery, folks. It's one of the Holy Trinities. Next, bell pepper. I'm going to want 2 tablespoons of dried bell pepper. Now, if you got them already dehydrated, use what you have. Use what you have. And then, of course, and here's immortal words, onion. So, I want 2 tablespoons of minced onion. Now, if you don't have minced onion, please just use onion powder. Try not to use onion salt, because you don't want your mix too salty. Then I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. Oh, I shorted myself. 1, 2. And of course, I'll have all the ingredients in the description box below the video, as always. Parsley is a must-have. Dried parsley. I want 2 tablespoons of it. Now, most of your Cajun seasonings do not go this far to adding the Holy Trinity to. I'm a firm believer of the Holy Trinity. So, everything else is fairly powdered up. So, I'm going to, and it's going to get loud, y'all. This is what I look forward to right here. Oh, yes. Oh my gracious. Okay, now you want 2 tablespoons of paprika. And this is regular sweet paprika. If you want to use hot paprika, go for it. I wouldn't use smoked paprika in this recipe because it would overpower it. Alright. Then I want, of course, garlic. I want 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Do not use garlic salt because you're going to be adding some salt to the mix. And if you notice, everything so far it's easy, 2 tablespoons. Let me keep it up. Now I'm going to use a tablespoon of sea salt in this batch. And y'all, I broke down because everybody was screaming about Redmond's. And it's okay. It pretty much tastes like pink Himalayan salt to me. But, yep. I was kind of not impressed about how little the bag was and that price. Yeah, that price was a little rough. Okay. Now, we actually go to the teaspoons now. I want a teaspoon of black pepper. Now, the last and final ingredient, cayenne pepper. Now, you can omit this, and it will still be a Cajun seasoning. You can add, like I'm going to add a teaspoon, which isn't much. It'll give it just a very slight hint of some, cayenne flavor. Now, if you want to make it a hotter mix, you can add 2 teaspoons. I would not go past 3, because unless you want it ungodly hot. So, because of Junior, I don't do much hot. So that will be just a hint, very light hint of heat. And like I said, true Cajun seasoning is not hot. It's spice filled. It's flavorful. Okay, come on now. And a lot of times, your heat was added at the table by using pepper sauce. And you better believe I make my grinders work, because they're supposed to work. All right. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Excuse me a minute. Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize it was so dark. But look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now, you're going to want to store this in a jar. A good fitting airtight lid. Now, if you want to, you can vacuum seal it. But you're going to have to, every time you open it, you're going to have to vacuum seal it again. But look, oh, the aroma. is amazing. And of course, oh, oh, that's delicious, y'all. I wish there was smell-o-vision. I wish there was taste-o-vision. And try not to waste any of it. Trying to use the wrong lid. Make sure it's on there good and tight. But look at that. And yeah, that's a single batch, y'all. That's a single batch. Look at that. And it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's homemade from scratch. You make it yourself. You adjust the seasonings the way you like it. Omit things if you're allergic to it. But yeah, this is a jar of Cajun seasoning. It has the Holy Trinity in it. No preservatives, no binders, no fillers. You know exactly what's going into your seasoning mix. It is so easy to make your own seasoning mixes, and they taste so much better. So much better than what you buy in the stores. And it's easy. It's so easy. Know the truth about the background of the seasonings you use. Like I said, Cajun seasoning's not supposed to be ungodly hot. It's supposed to be ungodly flavorful. So, like I said, if you want to, you can add more of the cayenne pepper to it, or you can omit it. But everything else needs to stay unless you're allergic to something. Simple, easy, homemade, and yes, you can do it. You have to just believe in yourself that you can do it, because doubting yourself, worrying that you're not going to do something right, will always be your worst enemy. Learn how to fight that enemy, kick it to the curb, and you'll be able to do anything within reason, nothing illegal, and you can do it. Because let me tell you, you need to stock up as much as you can, because I'm telling you, bland food's going to get old real fast, and life is way too short to eat bland, unseasoned food. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Everyone take care, stay safe and sound, keep praying for each other, because I tell you, this world's getting crazier by the day. Continue to stock your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you. Seasonings as well. Medicinals that will heal you. Protection of all kinds, and the bare essentials to survive on. Everyone, take care, and may you each be blessed. I'll see y'all soon. Hoot hoot. Love y'all.